value chain banking. It's about keeping it simple, not scaring the average man out there. There is also this belief that financial inclusion has been slow because of poverty. But it's the chicken and egg. If you ask me, I would say, what should come first? You go into banking, you are helped into prosperity. By the time they are relating with you and giving you opportunities along the way, you would go into prosperity, even if you're a trader, selling little things out there. So it's about that journey, helping them to understand that you need a bank in the course of your business life. Every area is business, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's trading, whether it's service. Every area is business. And when it's business, you need guidance.
Just 1 year ago, Lotus Bank, a non-interest financial institution, started operations in Nigeria after obtaining a banking license from the Central Bank of Nigeria to operate as a regional bank in the southwest and north central regions of Nigeria. On this episode of Focus On, Managing Director Kafilat Araoye tells me about their journey so far and plans for the future. I'm Kenneth Igbomo. Let's get right to it. It's been quite a journey, 1 year since the bank has been formed, but I'd first like to get a sense of what the backstory has been and how the bank came to be, and then more or less take us through how this 1 year has been.
It's the story of an asset management company, the first non-interest asset management company in Nigeria, called Lotus Capital. Lotus Capital was set up by Mrs. Ajara Adeola, and I was consulting for her in the area of our customer needs. Along the line, I said to her, there are only 2 non-interest banks in Nigeria. 1, 2, there is a need, there is a gap there that you can fill. You are the first to start non-interest financial service in Nigeria. Why don't you give them the whole package of financial service by having a bank? And so we started. The first thing we realized is, for you to set up a bank, why a bank now in Nigeria, people would ask. So our first decision was, let's go assess the need out there. Let's look at our target market segments, and in segmenting, decide what we believe, where we believe we should play in the non-interest space. The second part of it is, we also realized that all the banks in Nigeria can actually satisfy the needs of the demographics of Nigeria today. We have, off the cuff, 200 million people. Just at the time we were coming in, about 30 or so odd banks. So definitely we're underbanked. We also realized that banks were now concentrating more on being digital, competing with the fintechs, but there are still banking needs that people require. And then we decided to assess the personas that we are going to be banking, assess all the different personas, and look at their needs and pain points. The most critical part of banking is to understand your customer, understand their pain points, and then prefer solutions that would attend to that pain point. So in starting, we hit the ground running. Day 1, July 7, 2021, we hit the ground running. And why was that? We had done our homework prior to starting up, to the point of going to all the different areas. We actually went on a research journey. We went to different areas of Lagos and Abuja and Kano. We selected at least 3 areas of Nigeria to understand. And at the end of the day, we came up with a footprint, so to say. And so when we started, within the first 3 months, we had opened like 5 branches. People could not, so they knew then that we were not playing. The second thing is, we came up with innovative service solutions, like the paperless. You come in, you don't have to fill any form to withdraw money from the banking hall, so it's faster. So we would not find queue in the banking hall. You just go to the tablet on the Genius table. We also have this idea around, if you can have a one-stop person talking to you, you are not being referred around the bank. So one person is telling you everything you need to know about banking, that is financial advisory. So we have what we call the universal bankers. We put those ones too in place. And so with the ground running, like I said, today, 1 year down the line, we have 18 locations. We have 2 types. It's a hybrid of the bricks and mortar, the regular branch you would see out there, the conventional banks, and then we have what we call the digital service centers. In those centers, you won't find physical tellers, but then you can do all banking service. you can transfer money, check the balance, you just go to the Genius table, but there is someone to guide you. Part of our intention is to encourage financial literacy. Yes, people do bank, but many of them are not literate about banking. You hear a lot of comments that show that we still need to educate. People need to have, it's when you are educated about what the relationship you have, that you have a right. They must have their right, they must know their right, they must have a voice. And the only way you can give it to them is to be plain, transparent with them by educating them, understanding them, and then putting solutions in place to help facilitate their business. We also have what we call a department that looks into customizing the customer journey and customer experience. We assess as we are relating with the customer because we have a mantra: partner, progress, and prosper with our customers. And if we are going to partner, we must understand your business. So there's a department that is working on that, understanding their business and providing solutions along the way, along the value chain. It's value chain banking. It's about keeping it simple, not scaring the average man out there. There's also this belief that financial inclusion has been slow because of poverty. But it's the chicken and egg. If you ask me, I would say, what should come first? You go into banking, you are helped into prosperity. By the time they are relating with you and giving you opportunities along the way, you would go into prosperity, even if you're a trader, selling little things out there. So it's about that journey, helping them to understand that you need a bank in the course of your business life. Every area is business, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's trading, whether it's service. Every area is business. And when it's business, you need guidance.
Yeah, because looking at that footprint so far, 5 locations in 3 months, 18. And 18 in 1 year. The 12-month journey, that's been quite a lot, you would say. But then you've outlined how this has gone on so far over the year, over the 12-month period. And I'd like to get the philosophy holding this bank together, to ensure that the tenets continue year after year.
Our vision is simple. Our vision is very simple. It's providing innovative solutions that would help our ethical prosperity for all our stakeholders, be it government, be it corporate, commercial, retail. The philosophy is, when you keep it simple, when you support, when you partner, and you're ethical in partnering, and you are innovative, the real sector will thrive. There will be economic growth. We need economic independence in Nigeria. Today, we have all sorts of mineral resources untapped. But when you go out there and you handle them into milking what is there, into tapping the resources there are, and most times it fails because people are not financially conscious or literate or savvy. But when you help them, you partner and handle them, you can imagine the transformation and growth. It's happening already. I would not say we're the first. What Nigeria or the rest of Africa is trying to do with agency banking is the first step, is the foundation. But we must go above that to where we are not just doing pay and receive. We're actually looking into their business and saying, yes, we sell tomatoes, but can you do it this way? Or you are an exporter, what are your pain points? Oh, I don't have storage. There's logistics. There's the quality of my products. You sit with them, you work through it. You are not just having arm's length banking with them. It's a win-win. It's a partnership. That is the philosophy behind it. And we believe that if we go in and then give them options, you have the conventional space, you have this specialized banking, the non-interest, structured differently. People have options, they can compare and see what's best for them and thrive working from both angles.
Okay, because when you look at Nigeria right now, the operating environment for banking is quite challenging in some cases. And when you look at Nigeria's vision and targets in terms of financial inclusion, it's quite a tall order when you look at how to achieve this. But I'd like you to speak specifically to the role players like yourself at Lotus Bank have to play to help improve the outcomes there.
Sincerely, it's an area that CBN is concentrating on, and it's part of why we are set up. When you look at Nigeria, of the 200, 60% are adults. Yes, we have a growing youth population of 60%, and of that 60%, about 30 are excluded from the financial industry. So, and then how do we grow in terms of the economy? How do we reverse and change the narrative? It has to be from financial literacy and financial inclusion. What are we doing in that area? I mentioned the digital service centers. They are simply blocks that you can put up very quickly, and that's why it's easy to roll out. So you can put them in the remote areas. I don't want to go into details about our strategy because for the obvious reasons, but I can also tell you that when you are there close with them, they come. They are not intimidated anymore about banking. They don't feel that, there is this mentality when you feel, I'm not part of this. What am I going to add? What do I have to give? But when you go to them and you show them that you are part of this and you have ways you can grow and continue to be part of this, it helps. So our strategy is to go close to them. Yes, there is this mentality or belief that, it's a digital world now, the fintechs are moving and so on. But the fintechs are moving among the millennials that are educated. They are probably not really touching, I dare say, the interior, the way it should be touched. They are not actually getting the real sector to produce as they should. So that is our role as a bank. The fintechs don't have vaults. Whether we like it or not, we are still very cash-centric. To win them off cash, you still must first of all get them to even be literate and be prosperous. So our own journey has been putting the structures there to help them grow, understanding their business. So it's been a year of understanding their business, putting the structures in place, going close, and simplifying banking, lest I forget. Making it so simple anybody can understand and flow with it. Having programs with them, attending programs with them, going on the radio, which is their own media, whether you like it or not, beyond the social media, talking to them, educating them. There was a morning program we had during Ramadan. We know that people would dial on to it. So we were there with them. We go on to school programs, we talk to them. So education has been our first step. And then we move on to getting them to understand that you can actually be part of the productive sector. Ultimately, enhance the GDP of the country.
Because I like that focus, building up on the financial literacy of your target market so that they can, make better use of the products that you put out.
We can get value out of them.
So it's really to the next area, because looking at your license and where it covers, in the southwest region of Nigeria and also the north central as well. And I'm looking at these locations and I'm looking at your overall vision and how you plan to tackle the market here in Nigeria and how this fits into your strategy.
Okay, I can say that what we did was assess, and like I said, the demographics and size of Nigeria require that you go in steps. So it's a phase. We started from the area we best know and understand. 1, 2. Lagos is the economic nerve center. It's within the southwest. Most of the productive areas for exports is within the southwest and the north central. Where you have the food belt mainly is the north central. So we are starting from there, not minding that every other area too has its own area of value. So what we are then going to do, we've applied for a national license, which we know we'll get because we've met all the conditions. And then in our medium-term strategy is to be an international bank. So we are facilitating trade, not just across West Africa, but Africa and the world. As it is, we've been working together with CBN on all their projects to ensure that Africa is one trade zone. The AFCTA journey, we are with them on it. We are hooking on to PAPs and so on. So it's just the beginning. We're going further in the next few years.
Yeah, because now I'm trying to get into your product offering, how well you've looked at the demographics here in Nigeria and how you've tailored that, offering to fit the market here in Nigeria. And I also like to get to know as well what the reception has been so far.
I can tell you that the product offering is not limited to what Nigerians will require. It can cover, it's uniform across board. Human beings are the same. Businesses are similar. What we're offering is structured to fit into businesses, not people as such. Yes, people would use our products, but the products are meant for services, good services and businesses. So it can cut across any area. It's what you can relate with. If you, for instance, we have international trade products there's one called the Salam, where we pay for we guarantee and pay for the products ahead of production. We have in Cisna for construction, it's uniform everywhere. So everything that we do relates with what you can find anywhere. For instance, we experimented with Oshodi interchange. We realized that there's a lot of transportation issue here in Lagos. Everywhere you go, there are a lot of people, especially morning and evenings, milling around the transport zones. So we decided to put one of our DSCs in Oshodi. In a day, over 1,000 people withdraw money from that DSC. People go in there. The reception has been warm. The same with the computer village, areas of high footprints, areas of heavy commerce. The reception has been warm because, like I said, we've simplified banking and we've also targeted people from the perspective of partnering with them. I will keep repeating our mantra: partner, progress, and prosper with our customers.
Partner, progress,
and prosper
with the but now, I'm now trying to look at how, yes, the bank is in place, 12 months down the line, you're getting this reception, you're being strategic with how you approach your target market. And now I'm trying to understand in terms of differentiation and the footprint you're looking to leave, the mark you're looking to leave as a financial institution in the Nigerian market. How is Lotus Bank looking to leave its footprint in the Nigerian space to know that we are differentiating ourselves from the rest?
Okay, the way we are going to be doing that is simply from being known as the bank that is customizing and innovating to address the needs of our customers. We are going to be working together with the customers to innovate in a way that will disrupt. And once you are disrupting, you are putting your footprint. A disruption is the paperless. You don't need paper. You do it from beginning to end. You don't need to see any teller. You go into, it's not your mobile app now. We have that as well. Or your web app. No. You are going into a structure because people like to sometimes see physical presence. You go in there, there's really nobody that is navigating, but you are doing your own banking yourself and doing it faster than you would, and it's simpler. So that is the footprint we would leave. The footprint of helping to wake up the latent talent in some of our locations in Nigeria, especially for non-oil exports. Those are the footprints we hope to leave. Innovation in the products we offer and the simplicity of the products and the customization that you will see in the way we relate with providing solutions for our customers. You will see something a little bit different because everybody is different. Just as our fingerprints are different, everyone is different.
Because now, finally, I'd just like to get a sense from you, the potential you see, first in the Nigerian market, and especially that segment where you play in the regional non-interest banking space.
Nigeria is one country that is yet to wake up, is the sleeping tiger, yet to wake up. Trust me. It's not an exaggeration when I believe it should be added to the emerging markets, because our demographics and the fact that we're very intelligent people, we explore a lot, we're daring, we're aggressive. You see people go out as early as 4:30, we're hardworking, not minding some of the negativities out there of a few. And so the potentials are huge. Anywhere you find people and you find commerce, you would find growth. So Nigeria is one place where you come in, you've seen what has happened in the telecom space. I'm sure they're all smiling for taking the decision to come to Nigeria. And that's the case for whoever can scope the market well and provide the solution. You have a value proposition that is adding to people's bottom line. They would work with you. So Nigeria is a country waiting to explode. And then, like I said, what are the mineral resources we are looking for? From gold to bauxite to tantalite, all sorts. And then to the fertile land We have everything that it takes for a country to be an economic hub. And we will get there. We will get our acts together. We will get there. We all have a role to play in it, and we are trying to play our own role.
As part of activities lined up for the one-year anniversary, the regional non-interest lender commissioned their 20th branch in Idumota, which is located in Lagos Island and houses one of the largest markets in Lagos State.
Today we mark our first year anniversary in Lotus Bank, and coincidentally we are also launching our agency banking. Financial inclusion is actually a tool for economic development, and it's one area that banks and non-banks are keenly interested in currently. A whole lot of things are happening in that space, and more importantly, it's about bringing financial services to the last mile, where you have people giving or offering financial services in communities like this. As we speak now, we're somewhere on the street of Obalende, where we have our first agent, Mr. Peter, who is coming on board as the very first agency banking agent, Lotus Bank agent in Obalende. So we want to use this medium to, tell everyone, to tell the whole world that Lotus Smart is here, is simple, is smart, and we use it to drive financial inclusion to its best.
It's all about financial inclusion. We want people to be included in the banking system, both within the actual city and in rural areas. We're all about inclusion. We want people to be able to make transfers. We want people to be able to make deposits. We want people to be able to collect cash all over the country. We believe in the people. We believe in ethics. We believe that anything that we do, we put our best to it. That is why we believe that our agency banking is going to be unique. We're set to roll out with various partnerships that will show the strength of our team. We'll be able to speak to diverse customers. We'll be able to enable people in the rural areas, metropolitan areas, to be able to make transactions. We're talking about cash-in transactions, cash-out transactions, other transactions, BVN enrollment, the whole suite of services. We believe that we're going to be able to touch lives of people. We're going to be able to develop people's supply chains. We're also going to be able to make sure that nobody is left out. It's all about financial inclusion. And we believe that with a strong team that we have, we'll be able to make it work. We'll be different.
Lotus Bank also partnered with the Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency to plant trees in line with the lender's values as an environmentally friendly institution.
Today we are marking our first anniversary since we opened our doors to customers in 2021. We have as our focus for today the planting of trees. We are conscious of the essence of trees to life. Every living creature owes its very existence. So trees give life, they give oxygen, they soak up carbon dioxide, they give food, they give shelter, and they help the environment to continue to exist. When you talk about sustainability, you cannot take away trees. That is why at the center of our essence as Lotus Bank, we have the tree. When you look at our logo, you see the lotus tree in the middle of our logo, which is what prompted today's event of tree planting. We will not make it a one-off. We'll continue to plant trees so that the environment can continue to survive, so that humanity can continue to survive, so that the planet Earth can continue to survive. And we are deliberate about being a green bank. So we'll be deliberate about what we finance, about our corporate social responsibility initiatives, so that we continue to help the environment and the planet to survive.
The importance of tree planting is also part of our core objective as a bank in adding value to the society. If you look at our logo is the Lotus plant. It's very important synonymous with our planned objective in making sure that we sustain the society. I want to make sure that we have greening everywhere. That's one of the global phenomena in terms of making sure that there's sustainable greening and in the whole society and in the whole world. So the bank is also keen in and making this as one of the key social responsibilities.
Financial institutions have a huge role to play to deliver banking services to hard-to-reach areas because increasing financial inclusion can drive more economic development. I'm Kenneth Igbomo. Thanks for watching.